Hey, Mom. Are you home today? I'll be in your neighborhood later. Is it okay if I drop by to say hello? Hi, Lois. I don't have work today, so yes, you can come by. But it better not to be to ask me for money again. Of course not, Mom. What do you take your own daughter for? I can't stop by my mother's house to check how she's doing. That's exactly what you said when you popped by last month. I ended up handing you cash, remember? You only come around when you need something from me. Yeah, right, Mom. I know you like it when I come see you. You know you're lonely. Besides, you always complain but help me anyway, because you love me too much. So I'm pretty sure you're already counting bills to hand me as we speak. I do love you dearly, but that doesn't mean you can take advantage of me. You know I was struggling to get by after your father passed away. I began working again to support my own living, even though I am way too old for it. I don't have the kind of money to share with you, Lois. You can't keep asking for more. Come on, Mom. You have to help us. I won't be able to pay my bills if you don't. You have Vicky to take care of. You're a single mom now. You really need to stop depending on me and get your priorities straight. I thought you found a job. How often do you work? Why aren't you working today? I work very hard, but having a child in the 21st century costs a lot of money, you know. I'm doing my best here. I know you probably don't understand, but cut me some slack. You've been a homemaker for too long to understand the hardship of a working mom. Excuse me, you were a full-time homemaker until you were divorced. Why are you suddenly acting like you know better, huh? Anyway, that's not the point. I'm saying you fought hard for Vicky's custody. Don't let her down. You need to be a responsible mom for her. That's why I'm asking you to lend me some money, so that I can pay the bills. For your beautiful granddaughter, please? Won't you help us? This is so sad, Lois. What do you spend so much money on every day that you have to ask for more from your elderly mother? Are you taking good care of Vicky? Is she eating okay? She better not be hungry all the time. Here we go again. I'm an adult, okay? You can't treat me like a child forever. We are from separate households now, so mind your own business. It's really annoying when you think you can lecture me on how to raise my child. I really wish I didn't have to mind your business. I don't have a choice because you keep acting irresponsibly. You have a child, for crying out loud. Get it together. Whatever, Mom. You know you're getting old. Try to control your emotions a bit. You're going to pop a vessel or something. Tell me about it, really. If you are coming by today, you will tell me your plan going forward. You will tell me your work hours and how much you plan on making each month. What? I'm not coming then. You're being so bossy. I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have time to get scolded by some old lady who knows nothing about being a single mom. I will stop by another time to pick up the money. So the truth comes out. You really were only stopping by to take money from me. How dare you treat your own mother like an ATM? You really are going to pop my vessel very soon. By the way, when the hell are you going to pay me back for all the other money I lent you last month? And the month before that? Why do you remember these things? I wish you would just forget like an old person is supposed to. Don't you feel so cheap asking your daughter to pay you back anyways? Aren't you supposed to say, keep it? You should be worried about what you are supposed to be doing, not me. What do you spend so much on? You know, Vicky is growing up very fast. She is already 14. Are you preparing for her college fees? Damn it, Mom, stop! That topic drives me insane. I'm so sick of it. Everywhere I go, anyone I talk to always has something to say about college fees. As if Vicky must go to college. She might have other plans, but people just look at me like I'm crazy if I say anything like that. I've had enough. You really need to mind your own business. Keep out of it. I will as soon as you become a responsible parent to Vicky. How is she? Is she doing well? What have you been feeding her? Oh my god, Mom, I said stop it. You're making me want to scream. I'm tired of talking to you now. Forget I asked if I can come by. Goodbye. Hello, Vicky. I hope I haven't caught you at a bad time. Are you back from school? Can you spare me a few minutes? Yes, I'm back. I was just getting my homework done. But I can take a break for sure. What's up? Is everything okay? Well, I was talking to your mom yesterday. She seemed very busy, so I just wanted to check how you were doing. Are you getting along with your mother okay? Is she giving you enough time for the two of you to catch up on things? I guess we get along fine. We don't fight or anything. Are you sure? Are you being fed appropriately? How is school and your after-school activities? If there is anything that's bothering you, you can tell me. I am always here for you. Easy on the questions, Grandma. Thanks for looking out for me, though. But really, I am okay. You worry too much. Okay, if you say so. You know you can reach out to me anytime, right? I will always be on your side. Thanks. That means a lot, Grandma. You're so sweet. You are my precious granddaughter. I will always care for my sweet baby. Your family should always be a rock. You tell me if you ever feel unstable, and I will stop everything that I'm doing to help you. That's what Grandpa used to say all the time. It's good to hear it again from you. I'm so happy you remember. Yes, he used to say it all the time. He even said it on his deathbed. Oh, how I miss him. Sorry, didn't mean to be sentimental. No, it's okay. I understand you miss him. I miss him too. I really like that idea of a family, you know? Family should be the most important thing. Amen. I know you understand it very well. You are a very sweet, smart child. You will always prioritize your family above anything. Do I hear a but at the end? Well, I'm just worried because you tend to keep things to yourself. It's not bad to be a strong girl. But don't hold everything in so that it becomes a burden. If you need me or someone to talk to, you should reach out to someone. It doesn't have to be me. You can reach out to your mother, your father, friends, anyone. I know, Grandma. I'm 14 now. I'm not a child anymore. Yes, you are, my love. 14 is very much a child, and you should indulge in it. It's okay to depend on other people. I'm old and I still depend on a lot of people. Anyway, I am glad to hear you're doing okay. Thank you for checking in. You are my rock, Grandma. And you, mine. Hey, I heard it's supposed to get extremely cold this weekend. The weather forecast said it might snow again. Make sure you stay warm at night. I don't want you catching a cold. Okay, I'll keep warm. But yikes, I don't like the sound of that. This house gets pretty cold. I will pass on the message to Mom as well. Alright, take care, sweetie. I'll try to come by to see you soon. I can't wait to see you. Bye. Grandma, I'm so sorry to message you so late. Are you still awake? I need your help, please. Vicky? What is the matter? Oh, thank God you were awake. Can I come over to your house now? Now? Honey, it's past midnight. What the heck is going on? Is everything alright? Are you in some kind of trouble? Where are you? I'm at home. But the thing is, I don't have any power at home. I've been able to manage the cold by wearing my jacket inside the house so far, but today it's on another level. I was hoping the weather forecast got it wrong, but they really nailed it this time. I'm scared I might freeze to death. I'm so sorry to bother you. Wait a second. What are you talking about? You haven't had electricity? Since when? Where is your mom? Mom hasn't been home. She hasn't for a while. I don't even know where she is. I beg your pardon? What do you mean she hasn't been home? Are you serious? For how long? Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, I'm sure she stops by while I'm at school, but I haven't seen her around. She leaves me some cash for food once in a while, but I think the last time we had a meal together was a month ago. I haven't had any electricity since the beginning of this month. She must have not paid for utilities. So you've been living on your own without electricity for a month now? I'm sorry I couldn't tell you the other day. I was afraid I would get separated from Mom if I did. I don't want her to be alone. I wanted to tell you, but I just couldn't. My poor child. You've been tolerating the cold all this time? Vicky, you need to take better care of yourself. And if that means getting help from an adult, you need to get it ASAP. Do you know how much danger you're in? Sort of. I knew you were going to say that. This is not funny. I am on my way to pick you up right now. I really like your idea of family, you know? That's what drove me to tolerate the cold by myself. I just wanted to be my mom's rock. I wanted us to be a real family. I see. Vicky, you need to stay awake. Wait for me to arrive. I am already in the car. I failed, haven't I? I'm so sorry I wasn't good enough to be my mom's rock. But I also know I can't go on like this anymore. I'm too tired. It's okay, sweetheart. You did well. You have done more than enough. I will get you through this, I promise. I'm sorry for being a failure. You are not a failure. I'm the one who failed you. I should have known you were suffering. No, it's not your fault. You have been nothing but kind to me. You've always helped me with your kindness, Grandma. I am so proud of you, Vicky. You are such a strong girl. You have only proven your strength. Please don't call yourself a failure. Everything is going to be okay now. Okay, thank you, Grandma. Lois, we need to talk. You need to reply to me now. What the hell, Mom? It's too early to be picking a fight. I'm off to work soon. Are you home now? Isn't there something you have noticed? What? What am I supposed to notice? Why are you giving me a quiz at 8 a.m.? I'm busy. What do you want? Seriously, there's nothing that bothers you? Everything is sound in your house this morning? There's nothing to notice. Jesus, woman. What the hell do you want? Have you finally lost your mind? Unbelievable. Vicky was right about you. I'm so ashamed of you, Lois. I should have known you were neglecting Vicky. So much so that you don't even notice that she's not home. What? She's not home? What are you talking about? Try reading it out loud. She is not home. She asked me for help last night, so I went to pick her up. She is sleeping at my house now. Huh? Why would she be sleeping at your house? She's not at school today then? You can't let her cut classes. Who do you think you are, you bitch? I would rather have you call me whatever you want to call me than leave her inside a freezing home. Do you even know you don't have any power at your house? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of joke? You picked her up because the house didn't have any power? A joke? Absolutely not. I don't know where you have been all night, but do you know how cold it was last night? Don't you realize you put her in serious danger? And don't you make up stories now because she told me everything. How you have barely been home for the past 2 months, bills unpaid. You left your 14-year-old daughter on her own. Damn it. She told you? I told her not to tell you because I knew you would freak out. Where the hell have you been? Why have you abandoned her? You don't actually have a job, do you? I have things to take care of. Besides, Mom, seriously. She's 14. She's in high school now. She knows how to stay home by herself. Stay by herself? You mean live by herself, right? You should be grateful Vicky stopped me from calling the police, because they would arrest you for this. Do you know how lonely she must have felt? Inside a dark, cold house for an entire month? A grown adult would have lost their mind. Yeah, sure, whatever. I will be careful next time. Sorry. There, I apologized. Happy now? What is wrong with you? Don't you understand what an irresponsible mother you are? I may be irresponsible, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm her mother. Are you done? I have to go to work now. Very well, Lois. I understand. You are not sorry for what you've done. So what, Mom? What are you going to lecture me about next, huh? God, you are so annoying. I said I will be careful next time. What else do you want me to say? There is no next time for you. Huh? What? Of course there is. I'm her mom. You will give up her custody. She will not return to your house. And you will not be seeing her unless she allows. Very funny, Mom. But too bad, because that's not for you to decide. I am Vicky's mother.
She trusted you, but you betrayed her, Lois. A true mother would never do that. You are not good enough to be her mother, and nobody will ever approve of you as her mother.
Ouch! You're so harsh. I don't need anybody to approve of me as her mother, because the law says that I am her mother and that I have her custody. So you can't do anything. You are nothing but an old granny. So, like I told you before, stay out of it.
You are not her only parent, are you?
Are you talking about my ex? We're divorced. He is out of the picture, remember? I don't even know when was the last time Vicky saw him. He's as good as dead to us.
Why do you say us? Just because your marriage is over doesn't mean Vicky's relationship with her dad is. He will always be her dad.
So, what? Where are you going with this? What are you going to do, huh?
I already told him how you have treated your daughter. He will be filing a custody evaluation with the court immediately. He's headed to his lawyer's office as we speak to discuss strategies.
What? That's not possible. I already won when we got divorced.
But you've put Vicky in danger. You think the court won't take that as a reason to reevaluate? Common sense is killing me. He will probably win.
No, that's too sudden. What is Vicky saying? She wouldn't want to go with her dad.
Oh, but she does. She doesn't want to live with you anymore. I mean, live on her own, that is. She will testify in court if that is what it takes.
What? That doesn't make any sense. She is the one who chose me when her dad and I got a divorce. She chose me because she didn't like her dad.
No, you are wrong. She chose you because she didn't want you to be alone.
Huh? What is that supposed to mean?
She had explained to her dad at the time of the divorce. She was worried about you because you were torn from the divorce. She thought you needed her by your side to get back on your feet. Her dad respected that and let her stay with you.
Vicky said that? She never told me that.
Because you didn't make enough time to talk to her. You were so focused on yourself that you forgot about her feelings. Did you know that her dad asked if she wanted to stay with him, even for a short time? She said no, every time he asked.
Why would she say no? If she's wanting to go with him now, she must not like me anymore. She should have took his offer earlier.
She misses you, you fool. She misses the loving mommy that she used to have. She was afraid she would ruin you if she went to see her dad. So she waited for you to come back, both physically and mentally. In the dark and in the cold. I couldn't believe it when she apologized to me. She said she was sorry for failing, that she wasn't good enough for you. All she wanted was to be your rock, your family. You made her think that. A 14-year-old. How can you live with yourself, Lois?
I never asked that of her.
Shame on you. You think carefully about where you went wrong. You have been a horrible, pathetic mother. I hope you have some decency left to understand how you failed as a mother. If not, well, then you have failed miserably as a human being. Vicky's father kept his word and quickly filed for a child custody reevaluation against Lois. Since the court acknowledged that Vicky was not safe with Lois, everything happened very quickly. It was also very helpful that Vicky was allowed to be given a testimony of her own account, which I believe swayed the judge to transfer custody to her dad immediately. Lois, having witnessed her own daughter give a testimony in hopes of getting away from her, seemed struck. She did not make any countermove throughout the trial. Vicky went up to her mother after the ruling, and they seemed to have exchanged some words. I asked Vicky what they talked about, to which she shortly answered, "We made a promise." I do not know the details of their promise, but after that, Lois transformed into a much better person. She left the house she used to live in with Vicky, and to my surprise, asked me if she could live with me. Lois lives with me now and helps me around the house while working full-time. She has become very positive and seems more confident now. It's been so long since I've seen my daughter like this, but it's a blessing to see Lois get herself back again. I don't know what Vicky said to Lois, but whatever it was, they were words of magic. And whatever the promise may be, as long as Lois continues to strive to become a better person, I know it will come true.
Ella, we need to talk about the lunchbox you made me today for work. What the heck was that thing?
What do you mean? Was something wrong with it?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It seemed like a random mixture between the leftovers from last night's dinner and today's breakfast. Didn't we have fresh ingredients or something? It's been a while since I've seen a lunchbox this awful.
I'd prefer if you didn't talk about the food I made you like that. You know, we're not doing so well financially these days. Of course we're going to have to tighten our belts sometimes. We can't afford luxuries like fresh ingredients every day with the state of our bank account.
So you'd rather send me to work with a lunchbox fit for a homeless dude than spend a tiny bit more money on fresh ingredients? That's great, Ella. Thanks so much. Frozen food's a hell of a lot cheaper than fresh and just as tasty. Why couldn't you have used that? We're talking less than $1 per bag.
It might be cheaper than fresh, but it still adds up, Peter. I'm doing what I can to make sure you have a lunchbox every day with my own money. If they're so awful, buy the ingredients yourself.
Why should I have to be the one to buy my lunchbox ingredients?
I hate talking about money, but if you insist on having this conversation, it's because you only bring in $1,500 a month. The two of us have to get by on that, and it's not easy. Surely understand we're barely making ends meet. Do you really think we had luxury of fresh ingredients given the situation?
I'm sure we could, if you weren't so bad with money. Some of my coworkers are married and in similar situations to us, but their lunchboxes are way better than mine. How is it fair that I have to eat a hobo lunchbox while sat at the same table as a bunch of guys eating delicious handmade sandwiches with fresh ingredients?
How do you know their situations are anything like ours? 'Cause they're obviously not if they can afford that. Their wives probably work part-time or they get money from their parents or something. I think it's about time I started working. It doesn't have to be full-time. Even finding part-time work would lift a huge weight off her shoulders.
Do you really want my mom on your case?
It wouldn't matter if you had my back. I understand she's opposed to the idea of me finding work, and I know how strongly she believes a woman's place is in the home. But reality is reality, and we're not going to be able to keep our heads above water for much longer at this rate.
Who's gonna take her out shopping and to her doctor's appointments if you're out working all the time? She lives on her own. If you got a job, she wouldn't even be able to rely on you to do that anymore.
I can still take her places while working a part-time job, Peter.
Sure, in theory, but you know what my mom's like. She always messages out of the blue and asks you to come get her at the drop of a hat. It's better for everyone if you're able to move on short notice.
Better for everyone or better for your mom? I know she can be sudden, but it's hardly ever an emergency, is it? What's the harm in having her wait a little sometimes? Don't you think asking your mom wait from time to time is a small price to pay for me having the ability to start working and bring in more money? Think about it. We could finally take the pressure off our severely overstretched finances.
You make it sound so simple, but it's never gonna happen. My mom doesn't listen to a word I say. Besides, think about it. If you start working part-time, the messages are gonna start coming my way instead. She thinks a wife's place is barefoot in the kitchen, and nothing we can say or do is gonna change that.
Fine, I give up. If I'm not allowed to get a part-time job, won't you at least start making more of an effort to reduce your spending? You buy things on your credit card all the time. We can't go on like this. We've been in the red for the last 6 months due to exorbitant repayments, and they're getting bigger still.
What's the problem? We're still getting by, ain't we?
That's only because I'm eating into the money I saved up when I was single at a rate of knots.
Great. So it's just like I thought. There's no problem. If we have savings to fall back on, we're good.
Good grief, Peter. Are you being serious right now? That's my money you're spending on frivolous crap.
Good God, Ella. It's always my with you. We're married, damn it. We said goodbye to selfish concepts like me and mine, you and yours, the day we tied the knot. There's only us and ours, and the money in that savings account belongs to both of us.
No, it really doesn't. Not only that, but that money was supposed to be there for me to fall back on in case of emergencies.
You mean like the emergency we're in right now? Great. That means it's serving its purpose.
No, I mean in case of things like illness and accident. The only emergency here is you, and having unrestricted access to my savings is only going to make things worse. If the idea of me working is so unconscionable, then fine, I'll accept it. But if I can't, then you at least have to keep your spending under control. Money doesn't grow on trees, and we're rapidly running out.
I did get my spending under control. How many times do I gotta tell you? Jeez, woman. I only smoke 1 pack of cigs a day now.
Yeah, and I wonder how much that's costing us per month. Have you never considered stopping altogether?
Good one, babe. You and me both know I'd never be able to quit smoking. You just lack ingenuity, that's all. That's why you need to use your head a little more when it comes to cooking our meals and making my lunchboxes. Is that really so much to ask? I'm the one dragging myself out to the office every day, working like a dog to put food on our table. Would it really hurt you so much to show a little gratitude every now and then? You make me wonder why I even bother when you get on my case like this with your incessant nagging.
Peter, is this a freaking joke? You spent $1,000 on the credit card this month.
My bad. I needed a few things.
You are aware you only make $1,500 a month, right? Or did you forget that minor detail? We only have $500 to get by on this month now.
Chill out, babe. We'll be fine. You've always been good at making a little go a long way. Besides, managing the household budget is your job.
We'll have nothing left once the rent is paid. Sure, I can make a little go a long way, but I can't do anything with nothing. What are you supposed to do now?
Beats me. Use your savings?
Ugh, stop this already. You have no right to use my savings as you see fit. Besides, I hardly have any left now thanks to you. How many times do I have to tell you we're barely staying afloat here? Why are you so hell-bent on living so far beyond our means? What will it take for you to realize? Do the lights have to go off? Does the landlord have to kick us out? Tell me, Peter.
Ugh, jeez. Would you button it already? There's no harm in splashing out every now and then. I'm the breadwinner here.
Only because I'm banned from working. I told you countless times I'm willing to get a part-time job to supplement the finances. I hate living like this, Peter. We're living from paycheck to paycheck and in mountains of debt. I'm sick of worrying that we're not going to be able to eat. I'm sick of worrying that the lights are going to go off. I'm sick of constantly dreading a phone call from the landlord saying the rent hasn't been paid. Your mom might send you a little spending money every month, but I have nothing. Between her allowance and my savings, I don't think you've bought a single thing with your own money since we got married. We promised to work together and do things as a team on our wedding day, but I feel like that all went out the window the moment we walked out of the church.
It's cool, babe. I'm getting a raise next year. I've got an idea. How about you try not being so grouchy all the time? Take a chill pill and turn that frown upside down.
Do not patronize me, Peter. And really, next year? Next year? What good is next year when we can barely afford to make ends meet now? Please stop this. You need to start taking care of the credit card repayments by yourself from now on.
What? Don't talk silly. You know I can't do that.
So why do you keep using it? No way. Surely it's not because you think you can keep relying on my savings.
Of course not, babe. There you go with that silly talk again. Listen, though. Could you, stop messaging me like this while I'm at work? Here I am, working my butt off, trying to put bread on the table, and there you are. Probably sad, doing sweet FA on the sofa, doing nothing but giving me hassle and distracting me from my job. You really are the biggest pain in my ass.
I wouldn't be messaging you if you didn't act like this. This is all your fault.
My fault? Jeez, now I've heard it all. It's not my fault you suck at managing the finances.
I can't manage something that doesn't exist.
God damn it, Ella. It's always money, money, money with you. I'm sick of discussing this crap. This conversation is over.
No, it is not. Mark my words, we'll be discussing this again when you get home.
And you mark my words. I'll lose my rag if you try springing this crap on me when I get home from work. I'll be tired and want to put my feet up.
Why are you like this?
The only reason my lunchboxes look like they were made in the back of a garbage truck, and the only reason we have no money, is because you suck at managing the finances. I'm keeping up my end of the bargain by getting up early and showing up at the office every day. But you, no. All you do is nag, nag, nag. You get all sassy up there on your high horse when you talk about how we're supposed to be working together as a team. But the only one not doing their job is you. You're a grade A hypocrite, and I've had it with you. Don't you dare ever try to discuss money with me again.
How can I manage the finances when you spend all of our money before I even get to see it? What do you suggest we do if you're not willing to stop spending like a moron?
You will watch your tone when you speak to the man of the house. This is your last warning. How many times do I have to tell you it's your job to figure out how to make ends meet? Try using your brain for once. You see stories about people who get by on $100 a month all the time on TV. You just lack ingenuity.
You really shouldn't believe everything you see on TV. That's $100 disappears on the rent before we even get to see it.
My God, do you ever shut up? You're like a broken record. I'm sick of you. I ain't coming home today.
What? Where will you go? Your mom's house?
Shut your mouth. I didn't say you could talk. I'm done speaking to you.
Peter, I'm at the bank right now, but your salary hasn't gone in yet. Is there any reason to be late this month?
Oh, it's too late. I just took it out already.
What? Why? Are you going to give me it later?
Nope. I'm done paying our living expenses.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
I gotta spell it out, huh? It means I'm not gonna be giving you any more money to cover our monthly living expenses. At least for the time being.
What? What the heck are you talking about, Peter? Are you drunk? How are you supposed to live without that money?
You'll figure it out somehow. Just use your savings or something.
Is this a joke? I already told you I hardly have any savings left.
Which means you still have some. You managed to keep on top of everything until now, didn't you? You just keep doing what you're doing. You have no idea how much it grinds my gears when you keep complaining and nagging at me to stop spending when it's obvious we still have money left.
I'm not going to be able to keep up what I've been doing without your salary, Peter. I'm really not joking. Are you doing this because of that fight we had?
You're pretty cocky for a parasite. Maybe this will teach you to show me more gratitude.
Wow, so I'm a parasite, am I?
Duh. You don't have a job, and you sit at home doing nothing but eating my food. What are you if not a parasite? It's the perfect word to describe you.
I do nothing? Don't be ridiculous. I do the housework. I act as your mom's personal driver. I work very hard to keep everything in order while you're at work, and I sure as hell don't sit at home doing nothing but eating your food.
Good for you, babe. Want a pat on the back? Shame none of that puts any money in the bank, huh? You're pretty arrogant for someone who doesn't earn a single cent.
How am I being arrogant?
Because you have the nerve to preach at me, despite the fact that without me, you wouldn't be able to live. Never bark orders at me again, woman. I don't want to hear another word about save money this or stop spending that. It's time you learn to know your place in this household.
Do you think I enjoy doing that? I wouldn't have to say any of it if you did something about our dire financial situation.
You seem to be having trouble understanding my position as the supreme authority in your life, as the man of this house. How are you going to make it up to me? Get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness when I get home?
I can't take this anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm sorry.
Ah, an apology. I'm glad to see we're finally making some progress. Now you're going to swear an oath never to defy me again. Here's what you're going to say. Peter's word is law. Peter is my Lord and Master. Peter is the supreme authority in this household and of my life. I will never disobey Peter again for as long as I live. I can't wait to get home. This should be good. I'll reconsider confiscating my salary if you fix your attitude and start showing me the respect I deserve. Your choice, babe. What the heck do you think you're playing at, woman? Why aren't you at home? Why isn't my dinner on the table? Did my mom call you or something?
Nope, I left.
What? Weren't you just about to apologize and swear an oath to me?
I did what I had to do.
Did you throw a tantrum and leave the house just because I stopped paying the living expenses? You're cutting your nose off to spite your face. Stop being so stubborn and come back and apologize. I'm the breadwinner in this marriage. The only one who will suffer because of this is you. Let's see how long you can keep this up. How are you going to get by without me, parasite?
I'll be fine. Your future looks bleak, though. You should start worrying about yourself.
What are you talking about? The only one who will suffer as a result of these stupid games you're playing is you.
Why would I suffer?
Because without me, you don't have any money or a place to live. How do you plan on getting by? Your parents are dead. You have nowhere to go.
You really don't have to worry about me. I already found a job and a place to live.
Huh? Say what now?
I've been job hunting for a while now. The timing couldn't have been better.
Job hunting? Damn it, Ella. Who the hell do you think you are? You know full well you're banned from working.
I know that. That's why we're getting a divorce.
A divorce? Why? Are you being serious right now?
You really think I joke about something like this? You order me to make ends meet somehow despite the fact we're in the red every month. You treat my concerns with contempt and you treat me like crap. Your already frivolous spending went even further off the deep end at the moment you found out I had some savings. As if all of that wasn't bad enough, you punished me with economic sanctions for being cocky when I had the nerve to try and raise my concerns with you. How can I be married to someone like that?
What? Don't be silly, babe. Will you come home so we can talk about this?
Sure, another time. I'll have to come over with my lawyer at some point so we can talk then.
A lawyer? Why would you hire a lawyer? I just want to talk to you.
I've known for a while now that any discussion with you can never be anything but a complete waste of my time. So everything will go through my lawyer from now on. Plus, we'll have to take care of splitting the assets. We don't have any shared assets, so it'll only be stuff like the household appliances and the car. But in any case, a lawyer will be essential.
Whoa. Slow down, babe. You're getting a little carried away here. Let's leave all that for a while, okay? I mean, I want to talk about the divorce itself.
Which part?
Well, like, you know, the future. What you said made me think, and I decided that if you're that worried about finances, then maybe it wouldn't hurt for me to make a compromise or two.
Oh, really? It's fine. I don't need your compromises, thanks. It's not just the finances, Peter. It's everything. I'm sick of life with you in general. We're long past the stage of talking things through and reaching a compromise.
Still, springing divorce on me like this all of a sudden is just horrible.
Which one of us is horrible? Surely it's you for spending thousands of dollars every month despite the fact you only make $1,500. No matter how much I try to tighten my belt and reduce our outgoings, all you did was complain. No matter how hard I tried, it was all meaningless.
Like I told you, babe, my coworkers seem to get by just fine. Surely you can understand why I wouldn't want to be thought of as the only one at the office who lives like a peasant.
Why do you think I offered to find work? But no, you wouldn't even let me get a part-time job because it would upset your mom and her stone age sensibilities. To put it bluntly, this is all your fault, Peter. You made your bed, now lie in it.
Fine. You can get a part-time job.
Like I said, too little, too late.
But what's my mom supposed to do without you? I'm busy with work. I'll never be able to take care of her like you did.
Not my problem because I'm officially resigning as your wife.
You have no idea how hard things were for me before we got married. She called me every 5 minutes. I need you to do this for me. I need you to drive me here. Get over here and clean my toilet. Come and scrub this dead skin off the bottoms of my feet. She'd even ask me to drive her places when she knew full well I was at work. And if I didn't answer the phone, she'd call my office.
You coped with it before, you can do it again. You had it easy while we were married because you palmed everything to do with your mom off on me. But the gravy train's about to reach its final stop. Wait a sec. Are you opposed to the divorce because you don't want to go back to being your mom's errand boy?
No, of course not. It's because I don't want to lose you. I've never even considered divorce. Not once.
You thought you had me trapped because my parents are dead and I didn't have anywhere else to go, didn't you? You thought you could treat me however you liked because divorce wasn't an option for me. And in truth, that is why you got away with treating me like crap for so long.
No, it wasn't like that at all.
But you're the one who said it was. Your parents are dead. You have nowhere to go.
Ella, I'm sorry.
The time for apologies has passed.
But you apologized to me earlier today. What was all that about? You said you were sorry. Doesn't that mean you felt a little guilty for your part in how things were between us?
You couldn't be any more tragically misunderstood if you tried. The only reason I apologize is because I'm not going to be around to look after you anymore. That's why I apologized.
Ella, is there nothing I can say to change your mind about this divorce?
No, and that's entirely your fault. Besides, what's the problem? You treated me with nothing but contempt. Surely you'll be happier without me around. You won't have to put up with my nagging or preaching anymore now, right?
But, I'm not good with household stuff like finance management.
Oh, so are you aware on some level that it's not a walk in the park then? And yet you were happy to force it all on me and attack me whenever I try to raise any issues with you. I have no interest in being married to a guy who treats me like a piece of dirt on the bottom of his shoe.
I'll be nice to you from now on, I swear. I'll cherish and respect you, babe. I'll keep my spending under control, I'll stop taking my mom's side, and I'll care for and protect you. Always.
I'd rather you did all that while we were married. I'm just grateful you showed me your true colors early on. The only reason I hesitated on the divorce at first was because of all the good memories I had of the early days. But you made it easy for me by showing me what kind of person you are deep down before long.
Ella, I'm sorry. Please, I can't get by on my own. Please come home. I'm begging you. I'll do anything.
You don't want me back because you feel bad about how you treated me. You're just worried about yourself.
No, I swear. I want you back because you're my sweetheart. I want you back because I love you.
You love me? Talk is cheap, Peter. You had plenty of opportunity to show you love me, and you did no such thing. If you really loved me, I wouldn't have felt like being married to you was like being in hell. You wouldn't try and drive me to destitution and poverty as punishment for having the nerve to defy you.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart.
How many times do I have to tell you? Too little, too late. Oh, that reminds me. This month's rent hasn't been paid yet. There's no money left on your credit card either.
What? But I only have $800 of this month's salary left.
Not my problem. You're the one who spent it. Oh yeah, what was it you always used to tell me? You're just lacking ingenuity. I'm sure you'll come up with something if you use your head. There are people who get by on $100 a month after all. You saw it on TV, remember? Good luck. Peter barraged me with messages begging me not to go through with the divorce and take him back. But my will remained unshaken, and I threatened to take him to divorce court if he didn't willingly sign the papers. I think he knew I wasn't joking because he signed the divorce papers straight away, albeit while sobbing uncontrollably. We didn't have a single cent left in savings between us to be divided up when the assets were split. But I did get the car we bought back when we got married and half of the household appliances. Seemingly incapable of living on his own and managing his own finances, my ex-husband moved in with his mom after the divorce was finalized. Predictably, his life now consists of being her personal housemaid, and between that and work, he longer gets any time to himself. According to one of his mom's neighbors who I happen to be friends with, he seems busier, more, and depressed than he's ever been in his life. To put it bluntly, his mom is a toxic parent and a vile human being who seems to think of her son as her own personal property rather than a human being. As a result, she began confiscating his salary every payday the moment he moved in with her. Now he's even more destitute than he was when me and him were at our worst. He was in a similar situation with his mom back when we met, and I felt sorry for him at the time. Back then, he actually seemed like a nice person, so I wanted to be there to help and support him. But now, as a result of his despicable, domineering attitude towards me, not an ounce of that sympathy remains. Now, for all I care, he can live out the rest of his days in abject despair, a perpetual victim of his deranged mother's torment. I found a job with a company that provides accommodation to its employees just before I divorced Peter. Now I'm living a happy, fulfilled, and admittedly very busy life. Since I live in a company dorm, I'm able to keep most of my salary, and the workplace culture is fantastic. Everyone there has been super welcoming and friendly. It's like in the space of a few weeks, I clawed myself out of the depths of the hell of married life with Peter, and made my way into a sort of paradise. We were only married for a little less than 2 years in total, but I can tell you it felt like a lifetime. I could never buy anything I wanted for myself with the actions of my selfish husband restricting me in my every move. I felt like a prisoner, and I couldn't be happier to have escaped. Since finding freedom, I buy myself whatever I want whenever I want, and it feels great. Obviously, I can't keep this up forever, but for the time being, I think a little retail therapy with my own hard-earned money is just what I need. To tell you the truth, I'm not thinking about another relationship yet because the last one left me feeling so burned out. But if I do find a nice guy to settle down with, I'll make sure he understands the value of money. There are some mistakes you don't make twice. I know that money isn't everything, but it's an undeniable truth that good financial management can be the difference between a happy, comfortable life and a living hell. Having experienced the latter, I'm now more conscious of the importance of budget management than ever, which is why I intend to build my future on a solid foundation of sensible spending and moderation. Still though, I'm only human, so of course I'll still treat myself every now and then.
Are you still at work, John? I just came home from work.
Yeah, I still have some work to finish.
I hope you told me sooner. I thought you were home already.
Sorry, I didn't have time.
I guess you have time now. Are you on your way home?
I was just grabbing something to eat. I'm going back to work now.
Okay, then I'll eat dinner on my own. You've been working late recently. You're rarely home.
Yeah, I'm really busy. There's so much work to do.
I see. Are you able to take a break soon?
I'm not sure.
We always went on vacation at this time of the year, remember? So I was hoping we can decide the dates as soon as possible.
I don't think we can go on vacation this year. We don't have any places we want to go to anyways. Maybe we shouldn't waste money.
I thought you said you wanted to visit the Grand Canyon last year.
Really? Don't remember. I'm just too busy with work right now. Oh, how about you go on vacation without me?
Huh? Without you?
Yep. I think it's nice to travel alone once in a while. Or are you uncomfortable traveling alone?
No. I used to travel alone before I got married.
Great! Don't worry about me and go have fun. Get some rest.
But I was looking forward to traveling with you, John.
We can travel together another time. Let's save money this year so that we can travel together in the future.
Then I'll also stay. Let's go on a luxurious vacation next year.
No, you should go on vacation alone. You should be able to take some days off. I thought you were planning to take leave for our vacation.
Yeah, but...
Then there's no reason to not go. You don't have to worry about me. I know you want to go on vacation.
Well, yeah, I don't want to go. But it's no fun if you're not there with me.
How about we go on a mini vacation after I get done with my project? So this summer, go on vacation alone, Nia.
Are you sure?
Yep, my fault anyways. I think I'll be too busy this summer to travel with you. I'm glad if you can get some time off to relax.
If you say so, I guess I'll travel alone.
Yeah, go on. So, where are you planning to travel to?
The beach, I guess. If I'm going alone, I might travel to a small island with a nice beach.
That sounds nice.
But I have to think about transportation. It's gonna take a long time to get there. It's pretty tiring to use boats for transportation.
But if I was with you, traveling to an island by boat is never an option.
Yeah, you don't like traveling long hours.
I don't want to get tired before I arrive at our destination. It makes me tired just thinking about our way home.
Will we ever get to travel abroad? I always wanted to visit Europe.
I don't think I can travel abroad. I might be able to travel to Canada at the most. Oh, how about you go abroad for your vacation?
Alone? I don't think that's a good idea.
Why? It's a good opportunity. I have to go back to work now.
Okay, when are you coming home?
Before midnight.
Okay, be careful on your way home. Don't push yourself too hard. John, are you still not at home?
Yeah, I have a lot of work to do. I thought I notified you about it this afternoon.
Are you really working?
Why would I lie?
My friend texted me she saw you.
Huh? I think you saw wrong.
No, she didn't. Layla was the one who saw you. We went to camp together last year, remember?
I remember Layla.
She told me you were out drinking. I thought you were late working.
I am working. I guess she saw me when I left my office to grab something to eat.
Why would you go out for a drink when you still have work left to do? The bar's not even close to your office.
It's just a few blocks away. I really wanted to visit that bar.
Why visit today?
I need a drink or two to relieve my stress, Nia. Is there a rule that says I can't go out when I'm working late? Am I only allowed to go to fast food chains for dinner?
It's not like that. You only come home to get some sleep. You even stay at hotels sometimes.
So what?
I'm getting a bit suspicious.
Then come to my office. Come and check if I'm actually working. I'm really tired with work. The last thing I want is you being suspicious.
Sorry, I was worried. We rarely have proper conversations with each other.
We text each other all the time.
No, I'm talking about face-to-face interactions at home. You go to sleep as soon as you come home. And you're always on your home in the morning.
I'm busy and tired, Nia. You're making me more tired with this conversation. I didn't know you were like this.
Don't be so harsh on me.
You were the one who was suspicious of me. Maybe she thought I was having an affair or something. Use your brain and don't waste your time.
I have a job too, and I do everything around the house as well. You do nothing at home, John.
I thought we were supposed to help each other out during hardships as partners. But you expect me to do housework?
No, that's not the point I'm trying to make. I know you're busy, but I hope you can be considerate of me too. When you were busy last time, we had proper conversations at home. And you also helped with housework.
I wasn't as busy back then. Why do you have to act like this when I have so many other things to worry about at work? Nia, I'm not coming home tonight.
Huh? Today too?
I don't want to see your face.
I'm leaving for my vacation this weekend.
So what?
I wanted to spend time with you as much as possible before I left.
That's too much to ask for. I don't want to spend time with you after we had that conversation.
I'm sorry I suspected you.
Stop apologizing. I'm going back to work.
Oh, by the way, your mother texted me today and I told her about my vacation.
Is this going to be long? Didn't I tell you I had work to do? Never text me again just to talk about useless stuff. I don't want to hate you even more. Nia, calm down and listen to me.
Huh? What's wrong?
My mom passed away.
Huh? You have to be kidding. What kind of joke is this?
Why would I ever joke about my mom's death? What's funny? Remember everything my mom did for you?
I have so many memories with her. But why would you lie to me about your mother's death?
I'm serious, it was a car accident. She passed away after the car crashed into her.
Really?
We're having her funeral tomorrow.
John, are you serious?
Of course I am. Be sure to come home on time so you can make it to her funeral.
Wait, John, I can't make it. I'm on an island for vacation. There's no more boats going to the mainland today.
How can you not come to your husband's mother's funeral?
But...
I just lost my mother! I hope you can be more considerate of me, and you're acting like it's not your problem. You're not sad about her death?
I'm sad, but I don't understand.
Me neither. Why did Mom have to die like this? I can't stop thinking about it.
How's your father?
He can't process what happened yet. He hasn't stopped crying since. He ignores me when I try to talk to him, so I hope you won't call him or anything. I don't want him to get stressed even more.
Okay, I understand.
I'm leaving. I have to get ready for the funeral. I'll text you again if there's an update. Make sure you come home for a funeral. You didn't come to Mom's funeral. She's already buried in the ground.
How far do you think I am now from your hometown? There's no way I could make it.
Why can you act so coldly? Are you pissed about me ruining your vacation?
No, it's not like that.
You don't have to come visit my parents' house.
Huh?
Do you think I'll ever forgive you for not being at my mom's funeral? You even laughed when I told you about her death as if it was a joke. I completely lost faith in you. Let's get divorced!
Oh, I see. That's your plan? Why are you talking about?
Not a single word of apology. I can't believe it. I had enough. Never get involved with my life and my family.
Hey! Your mom's furious next to me, but are you okay? I think you should apologize right now.
What do you mean? Mom's not with us anymore. You're making jokes again. How rude can you be?
You're the rude one, John. You haven't even visited your parents' house. You made up stories about your mother's death just because you wanted to divorce me so badly?
You don't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. I know your mother's alive because I'm on vacation with her now.
Huh? You're on vacation with her?
Yep. I was planning to travel alone, but your mother decided to come with me at the last minute.
You have to be kidding.
No, I'm serious. I can send you pictures we took during our vacation if you want. They'll be undeniable proof.
You're actually with Mom?
Yep, she's right next to me, and we're both on our way to meet you.
Huh?
I assume you're with your lover at her house. We're on our way to her house. So how about you prepare some tea for us? 2 cups of tea, one for me, one for your mother.
Wait a minute, why? I don't have a lover.
You're still trying to lie to me? Let me tell you this. After you texted me yesterday, I asked my family to follow you for an investigation. Considering how you texted me in the afternoon, I thought you would be leaving your office soon.
I just stopped by at my friend's house.
Okay, so you visited a woman's house alone. And according to my family, you left the house together today to go out for lunch.
You know, I fell asleep and...
There's photos of you holding hands with her and even linking your arms with her. Isn't that too much kinship between friends?
I'm sorry.
Now you're admitting it?
I promise I'll break up with her. I will never meet her again.
Huh? Are you crazy? I thought you wanted to divorce me. You wanted to divorce me so bad that you lied to me about your mother's death. I'm gonna divorce you just like you hoped.
I wasn't serious about her. I met her through a dating app. I'm really sorry. I'll never do it again.
I can't be your wife anymore, John. I'm guessing that you didn't want to pay any compensation money, so you tried to make me the villain. You wanted us to get into a fight.
No, I never planned anything.
You planned everything and made up stories about your mother's death. If you lied saying she passed away, I won't be able to contact her. And you even texted your mother saying my phone broke yesterday. You clearly planned everything out.
I'm sorry. You know, I didn't want to hurt you, Nia.
Huh? You've been so harsh on me. How can you say that now?
Let's talk about it, okay? I'll be on my way home. So let's meet at her house, okay?
Bring your lover with you. She should participate in our discussion as well.
We don't have a serious relationship. She doesn't even know I'm married.
Then give me proof. If you met her through a dating app, show me the texts you've been sending her.
I think I deleted everything.
You're protecting her? Well, no one praises love that happened from an affair, so that's understandable.
It's not like that. Nia, I was wrong. I'll do anything for you. So please forgive me. I promise I won't hurt you ever again.
I'm divorcing you, so I won't get hurt ever again. Oh, by the way, I arrived at your lover's apartment. I'm on my way to her room now.
Wait! I'll be on my way home right now! So, don't come to her room! Please!
Did you hear the doorbell ring? I know you're still in her room. Come out right now. You're the one who told me to come home as soon as possible. Stop making stupid excuses. I don't want to hate you even more. After that, I got hold of my husband who came out of his lover's room, and we arranged a place to have a conversation with his lover. They showed us the texts they've been sending each other. The text revealed my husband's plan about faking his mother's death so that he could divorce me without paying for compensation. His mother was furious, his lover was crying floods, and my husband was in a state of shock. Our discussion was chaotic, but I am glad I was able to find out the truth about their evil plan. His lover was unable to pay for compensation, so it was decided that her parents would pay on her behalf. Apparently, her family had another chaotic discussion about it. Her parents were outraged about her relationship with my husband, and she was forcefully taken back to her hometown. My husband's family broke relations with him. His lover turned out to be his colleague, and there are rumors about their affair in the office now. I don't know how he's living his life right now, after getting divorced and breaking up with his lover, who he planned to get married with. But I'm pretty sure he's miserable. After going through the tiring process of getting a divorce, I felt empty and dead inside for a while. I was feeling a mix of emotions, mostly controlled by anger and sadness. But thanks to my family, friends, and colleagues, I was able to recover, and now I'm living a happy life. I have no regrets about getting a divorce, but I can't help but feel a bit of sadness once in a while. Nevertheless, I don't want to be trapped in the past, promising myself to live a happier life than my ex. I'll cherish every day of my life with a positive attitude.
Hi, Serena. Thank you for sending us the package. I just received it.
Hi, Gun. I'm glad you got it. It's nothing really, just some sweets for the holidays. But I hope everyone likes it. Merry Christmas. It's too bad we couldn't spend the holidays together this year. But I am hopeful for next year.
Yeah, sure. Listen. It's nice of you to send this, but why did you send us only one box?
Huh? What do you mean?
It's not just me and my husband here. Have you forgotten about my mom? She lives with us, you know? I don't know if one box will be enough for all of us.
Oh, sorry. I guess it wasn't enough for the three of you.
You should have counted before you sent it. You can just send us another one. It's fine if it arrives after Christmas. You can add a bottle of wine too, to go with the chocolates.
Okay, sure. I can do that.
Why do I always have to teach you these things, Serena? You know, if you and Harris were more appreciative of us taking care of Mom, you would notice these things. If it weren't for us, you two would be taking care of her instead. So, if you're grateful for us at all, you should show your consideration more.
You're right. I wasn't thinking enough. My apologies.
Good. Now you understand. Just be careful not to take things for granted. Because we gave up our life in this city to live with Mom. We would have stayed if we could, instead of living in this tiny little town.
Is that so? I must have heard it wrong then. I was told you asked to live with Rose in her home.
No, it's the other way around. My mother was probably trying to act strong. I can imagine she lied because she didn't want you to think she was weak. She used to call me up all the time, telling me how lonely she was, all by herself in her house. She had begged me to come live with her because she was afraid no one would know if something happened to her.
Oh, I see. Poor Rose.
She is old. She must have felt unsafe to live on her own, especially since her knees were getting bad.
I don't blame her for feeling unsafe alone. Hey, is there anything we can do to support Rose? You can let us know anytime. We're always happy to help.
Well, actually, there is something. I want to buy Mom a new bed. Do you think you and Harris can pitch in?
Yes, of course.
I want to get her an electric bed. You know, the kind where you can adjust the height or reclining angle. She's been having trouble getting out of her bed because of her knee. But the bed costs over $1,000 though. If you could help pay half of it, that would be wonderful.
Sure, I will let Harris know. He won't say no. Thanks.
Mom would be so happy. I was hesitant to buy since it's so expensive though. But with your help, it should all work out. I'm glad we can assist you and Rose. I'll let you know where to wire the money. Can you transfer the money by the end of this week?
Absolutely.
Great. I will let you know if there's anything else you can do to help us.
Hello, Serena. I am terribly sorry to bother you during work hours. Do you have a minute?
Hi, Rose. Of course. I haven't spoken to you in a while. How are you? Is everything okay?
I need to talk to you about something. Can you spare me like an hour sometime soon? It's quite urgent.
I can talk now.
I thought you were working today.
Yes, I am, but it's okay. I work from home and my working hours are flexible. I can decide for myself when I take breaks. Would you like me to call you now?
No, I'm sorry, but I can't speak on the phone. I don't want her to hear me talking.
What do you mean? Rose, where are you right now? Are you in some kind of trouble?
I'm at home, but I need to talk to you about my daughter.
Oh, I see. So you don't want Gwen to hear this.
Indeed. I feel awful asking my daughter-in-law for help, but I can't do this anymore.
Do you what anymore? What's going on?
I can't live with my daughter and her husband any longer. I've been acting like everything is fine, but I've been faking it all along. I've really had enough. I want to leave this house immediately.
Oh my gosh, Rose. Tell me, what is going on?
It's been about half a year since they moved in. But when they did, the first thing they did was confiscate my bank card. I can't use my own money because they took it from me. I got my pension money in that account. I also had some savings in there too. But they are using it all for themselves.
What? That is horrible. Why would they do something like that? Wait a minute. Gwen told me a few months ago that you had asked her to move in with you. Is it not true?
Absolutely not. I have never said anything like that. I was enjoying living on my own, and I was preparing to sell this home to join a group home so that I don't cause my family trouble. But then she suddenly began to offer to take care of me. I told her I didn't need her to. She wouldn't listen, though. Gwen and her husband practically forced themselves into this house.
Oh, wow. So, if she lied to me, she must have planned to use your money from the beginning. That's why she moved in with you.
I think so. It's also her husband, Tom. He's problematic. I know he always had trouble keeping a job, but in the past 6 months he changed jobs twice already. I think they are coming after my money because they couldn't pay for themselves anymore.
Rose, I'm so sorry. I wish I would have known sooner. I'm such an idiot for believing Gwen.
Don't be sorry. Nothing is your fault. I'm the one who kept it from you and Harris. I didn't want the two of you to worry, especially because we don't live nearby, and I was so embarrassed. I tried to solve it all on my own, but it keeps getting worse. Have you been in contact with Gwen recently? You should be careful, too.
We actually wired her some money a couple of times. She asked us for financial support. For you.
What?
She said she was going to buy you an electric bed, and also take you on vacation.
I have never gotten a bed, nor have been anywhere these past 6 months.
So, you never went to the vineyards last month?
They went somewhere a little while ago, but I don't even know where. The only thing they are good at is not spending money on me. They would use it freely for themselves, though.
So it was all a lie.
Oh, Serena, I am so sorry they took your money, too. I should have warned you much earlier.
It's okay, it's not your fault. We need to get you out of there quickly. Come to our house. You are free to stay with us as long as you wish.
I can't possibly ask you to take me in. I was going to move out anyway. I just wanted to ask if the two of you would be my guarantor when I find a group home to join.
You haven't found one yet, though. It will take months.
Well, I guess.
I can't let you live in that house with them for a day longer. Come stay with us, please.
Thank you so much, Serena. I can't thank you enough.
You should have been treated with respect in the first place. I'm only doing what normal people would do for their family. I will make sure Harris knows about this.
Actually, can you not tell him just yet? I would like to prioritize getting out of here first. Harris would be furious when he finds out. I am scared that he would get emotional and call Gwen before I get out of here. If that happens, I don't know what she would do to me. You see, that's why I contacted you, because I knew you would handle things logically.
You're right about Harris. He can get heated up very quickly when it comes to his family. He is very protective of his loved ones. Alright then, let me handle him later. I will arrange your escape immediately.
Serena, you witch! You went behind my back! You helped my mother leave this house, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Quite proudly. Why do you think I helped her, huh? No one would ever want to live with horrible people like you. You have been using her money and treating her horribly. Your very own mother.
Huh. Well, you can take her. I don't care, because I am done with her. All her savings are gone now. And her pension money was so petty. It didn't do us much good. The only downside of her leaving is that there is no one to do all the housework now.
My God, Gwen, have you no shame? You stole from your elderly mother. How could you be so cold?
We did her a favor by living with her. She should have been thankful for the security we have provided by agreeing to live with her in this house. Besides, I am her daughter. What is so wrong about a daughter managing her mother's money for her? She's too old to be doing it herself.
No, you invited yourselves into that house. I know the truth, Gwen. She never asked you to live with her. She told you she was fine on her own, but you ignored her. So anyone with common sense would agree that you and Tom are the ones who should be paying Rose.
Don't lecture me. You all should be thanking me. I agreed to live with a lonely old hag. I kept her company.
How dare you call her that? Rose is your mother. You are unbelievable. How did you end up like that, Gwen? Oh, and you need to pay us back too. You never bought her any bed. You never took her to the vineyards. We know you tricked us.
Stop being such a cheapskate. I know you two make a lot of money. It must be nothing for you and Harris. And no, I can give you back what you guys gave us.
All right then. I won't ask again. But under one condition. From here on, you stay away from all of us.
What? That's it? Do you think I would come fetch her or something?
I don't know what you would do at all. So in exchange that we forget about the money you took from us, you need to promise not to contact us ever again. No matter what happens to you or Tom, we will not be helping you. Ever.
Sure, I can do that. That's such an easy promise for us, actually. We won't be needing any help from you because we will have cash. Now that she's gone, we can finally sell this house. So keep her. She's all yours. I'm glad to get rid of our big setback. We are much better off without her.
Okay then. We have nothing more to say to you. We are not related in any kind of way, starting now.
Great. We will do as we please going forward, so stay out of our business. And make sure Harris and Mom understands that they are never welcome in their old house again. In fact, we are no longer family. Bye! Serena! What the hell?
What is it, Gwen? I thought we agreed not to talk anymore.
What is going on? There are big trucks and construction workers at our house. They said they were taking down the house.
Oh, that. Well, I'm glad things are on schedule then.
Huh? What did you do? You can't take the house down. Are you mad? We live here.
You are trespassing on private property, so please get out now. Also, we are turning the property into a parking lot.
Excuse me? You don't have the authority to decide any of that. Get these people out now.
Gwen, come on. You can't be that dumb. Don't you know that Rose is the legal owner of that property? It is completely up to her what she decides to do with it. If she says you're trespassing, then you are. If you continue to stay, she will call the police.
What? No, she can't be the owner. I changed my address with the post office. My license registration has been changed too. So did she when she moved out. It must mean I officially own this house now.
Post office and registration may be complete, But that's not enough to change ownership. Surely you know these things as an adult, right?
What? No, that can't be.
Oh, well, yikes. I guess I was right. Rose told me you never asked for the documents regarding your property, so I had a feeling you might not know. Thank goodness you two are super dumb.
We don't have anywhere else to go. What are we going to do?
I have no idea. But if I'm correct, they are taking down the eastern half of the house first. Perhaps you can sleep in the western half while it's still there. I don't know if it'll be safe, though. And you probably won't have any water or electricity after they start. So you guys should consider leaving as soon as you can. The rest of the house will be taken down in a matter of days.
I'm not talking about what we will do for the next couple of days. Where the hell are we supposed to go after that?
Like I said, I have no idea. I'm sure you will find something. I told you we are not helping you, no matter what.
You can't just abandon us like that. You're taking down my house. You're making us leave. You have to do something.
No, sorry. Remember, you said we are no longer family? So there is nothing we can do for you. All we care about is that you leave the property. After that, we don't care what happens to you or Tom. You should have invited yourselves into that house in the first place.
I don't believe it. This is not happening.
That's how we felt about you for a while now. We still can't believe you would steal money from your mother and try to take over her house. We are in disbelief of what a monster you have become.
It's all her fault.
What? Why?
She didn't help us when we needed it. We asked her for financial help because Tom was quitting his job. But she didn't give us anything.
Liar. She used to send money every month. The reason she had stopped sending you money was because the two of you didn't do anything to improve the situation.
That was not our fault. Tom just had bad luck. Every job he got was low pay and under horrible environment. We didn't have enough because he had to keep switching jobs.
Well, you should have worked then. Instead, you did nothing. Why do you think Rose would want to continue to give money to someone who sat on the couch all day? She's not a billionaire, you know. Her resources are limited too.
I was going to get a job soon, and I was going to invest in stock or something with the cash we get from selling the house. I was going to make more money. How could you ruin my plan? You should have at least told me.
Invest in stock? Gwen, you didn't even understand the steps of owning a house. What do you know about investment?
I was going to study before I do anything.
I see. Well, I'll be nice and give you advice for the last time. First, get a job. Both of you. Don't quit until you make enough to pay for yourselves. Save some money first, then make an investment.
We don't have that kind of time. We could begin the investment right away if we sold this house. Give it back. Mom doesn't need this house if she's living with you now.
Give it back? Have you been paying attention? It was never yours. God, it is so difficult to have a logical conversation with you. Sorry, but none of us are giving you anything. If you don't want to be homeless, I suggest you find somewhere to stay fast. The house will be taken down completely in a couple of days.
I can't get a hold of Mom or Harris. Where are they? I would like to make a formal apology to them. Will you get them to take my call?
Nope.
Why the hell do you keep getting in my way? You're not my real sister. Let me talk to my family.
You said you are no longer family. They have nothing to do with you now. Therefore, will not be answering. You should be thankful that I am, at all. For the record, Rose's pension money will be going into a new account she has created. The bank card you took is useless.
No! Wait! You can't take that away from us! We really won't be able to get by with it! Please, Serena! We don't have a penny! We would really become homeless!
Rose gets her pension money because she worked. That is her money. You never should have depended on it. And you should be very thankful that she is not coming after you to get her money back.
I'm sorry! I was wrong about everything! Let me apologize to my mother! Please, you have to help us! I'm begging you!
no means no. Oh, I have a message from your former family. They said, don't ever come near us again. We are not related in any kind of way. You are no longer family. Well, looks like we are all on the same page about that. Gwen and Tom was given a couple more days before the construction workers began to make drilling noises on their bedroom wall. It was the Rose's last mercy on them so that they could figure out their next step. Little did they know that the whole thing was an act. The construction workers were hired to make sounds to pretend the house was being taken down. It was my husband's plan to scare the couple away. The house remains intact and was recently sold to a young family. After they fled, Rose was able to collect her belongings, including a safe that had my father-in-law's bank information in it. Thankfully, Gwen never knew it was in the house. Rose had kept quiet about it because she knew Gwen would use it all in a blink. It bugged me that Gwen had stolen money from Roso and suggested we sue her, but Rose laughed it off, saying it was a cheap price to pay to get rid of a dumb, ungrateful daughter. Gwen tried to approach us several times after our last conversation, but we kept ignoring until finally she stopped. After a while, I called her with my number withheld out of curiosity. Her number was no longer in use. I bet she had to let go of her phone because she couldn't pay for it anymore. But I couldn't care less about what kind of life she is living now. Even if she appeared in front of me homeless, I would never help her. I hope she gets what she deserved. We were quite busy after Rose moved in with us. She didn't want to wait on looking for a group home she'd be comfortable moving into. Since I love Rose very much, I don't mind if she stays with us a little longer, but she insists on moving on. The last thing she wants is to be a burden on us. Her kindness and sense of humor made living with her very enjoyable for me. Next month, she will be moving into a group home she found, close enough from our house so I can visit her frequently. I know she will have fun in her new environment, but I also want to make her remaining days in our house unforgettable. I plan to fill it with happy moments and laughter. Despite of what happened with Gwen, Rose will always be an important member of family, no matter where she may be.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.